The Oklahoma City Thunder are back in the NBA Finals for the first time since 2012, and this time, they're doing it with a brand new Big Three that has fans, analysts, and even rival teams shaking their heads in disbelief. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Chet Holmgren, and Jalen Williams have lit the league on fire, storming through their regular season with a 68-win campaign and blitzing their way to the finals. And if you ask anyone who's been paying attention, they'll tell you, this team is ahead of schedule, and that's terrifying for the rest of the NBA. The Thunder's resurgence, a tale of redemption. The Thunder don't have much growing left to do, but the thought of a team this good getting even better is downright terrifying. This quote sums up the state of the Thunder perfectly. They're a team built for sustained dominance, and their core trio, Gilgeous-Alexander, 26, Holmgren, 23, and Williams, 24, is primed to dominate the NBA for years. In fact, their current form has drawn comparisons to a different era in Oklahoma City history. The 2012 Thunder, featuring a big three of Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden, was poised to be the next NBA dynasty. They made an impressive run to the finals, and despite falling short to the Miami Heat, the future seemed bright. But that dynasty never came to fruition. What was expected to be a multi-title run quickly unraveled, and Oklahoma City found themselves resetting in the aftermath. Fast forward to 2025, and here they are again, a new version of the same story, but with a twist. The Thunder's 2025 Big Three is not only back on the NBA's grand stage, but they're here with more maturity, more experience, and perhaps more promise than the trio of 2012. The key differences between 2012 and 2025. The 2012 Thunder team was undeniably talented, but that Big Three was still in its infancy. Durant, Westbrook, and Harden were all under 23 years old, and while they had incredible potential, they hadn't yet reached the peaks of their careers. Durant would win MVP a few years later, Westbrook would become a triple-double machine, and Harden would eventually cement himself as one of the league's most lethal scorers. But at that time, they were still a work in progress. In contrast, Gilgeous-Alexander, Williams, and Holmgren have entered the 2025 finals already seasoned and battle-tested. Shai, in particular, is one of the NBA's most dangerous scorers, blending finesse and creativity like few others in the league. Williams has taken a massive leap forward, emerging as an all-star caliber player, and Holmgren, though still in his early 20s, has matured into a dependable two-way force. This trio isn't just young, it's ready. While the 2012 Thunder took the league by surprise, their youth and inexperience became glaring weaknesses once they reached the finals. Miami, led by LeBron James, was in the prime of his championship window, and the Heat's generational talent was simply too much for OKC to overcome. Now, in 2025, the Thunder face a finals opponent in the Pacers, who don't exactly boast the same pedigree as LeBron and company. Indiana's star power can't match the Heat's, giving Oklahoma City a much better shot at success. The injury bug and the greatest threat. It's hard to overstate how much the Thunder were plagued by injuries during their first run with a Big Three. Westbrook's knee injury in 2013 and Durant's foot issues in 2014-15 derailed what could have been multiple championship runs. While injuries are always an unpredictable variable, they're perhaps the most significant threat to the Thunder's aspirations of title contention. Barring major injuries to Gilgeous-Alexander, Holmgren, or Williams, the Thunder seem poised to challenge for championships in the years to come. However, the other looming threat is a growing beast in the Western Conference. Teams like the San Antonio Spurs, Dallas Mavericks, and Golden State Warriors are always lurking, ready to make a splash and disrupt OKC's dominance. The Thunder may be the kings of the NBA right now, but the throne is always in danger of being overthrown. A second chance at glory for Shai, Williams, and Holmgren. This is a moment of redemption. 12 years ago, they were kids watching from afar, as the Thunder made their ill-fated run in 2012. Now, they find themselves standing on the same stage with a chance to make their own legacy. They've learned from the mistakes of the past and are determined to do things differently this time. And so, as Game 1 of the NBA Finals approaches, the Thunder are poised for what could be a historic run. This time, they're not just making an appearance, they're here to win. And if they do, they won't just be rewriting their own history, they'll be putting the rest of the NBA on notice that Oklahoma City's time has finally arrived.